Fucking every hole. Fucking every hole. Fucking every hole.
This episode of Disc Golf Live takes us to Europe, where we'll sample the action from a pair of distinctly different events. Showcasing the Disc Golf World Tour, the folks at SpinTV have provided coverage of the 2016 European Masters Tournament from Stockholm, Sweden. From Finland, Juha Alkkiomäki has provided coverage of the Ideapark Open, which takes place entirely underground. Juha gets commentary help from the crew at Central Coast Disc Golf. Rounding things out, we've got some short but creative bits the gang from Dynamic Discs have titled Disc Golf is Life. We'll get started shortly after Nate Sexton throws this ace, and we thank the PDGA for making this show possible.
Hit the basket yesterday.
Tell me your name, where you're from.
Nate Sexton, Eugene, Oregon.
Nice shot, Nate.
Production and distribution of Disc Golf Live is made possible through the generous support of our underwriters. Thanks for your support.
We've featured the fine productions of SpinTV frequently since they arrived on the scene a few years ago. The Disc Golf World Tour is in its inaugural year, and SpinTV has been providing coverage throughout. Producer Jamie Thomas is also in the booth for the call.
We're going back to Yarba. It's the 2016 European Masters. Exclusively here on SpinTV, this is the Back 9 coverage. And if you don't know, now you know. I'm Jamie Thomas, happy to be here with you guys again. Bringing you all the action from what is undoubtedly one of the most beautiful and expertly maintained disc golf courses we have. To catch you guys up, Paul Macbeth, world number 1, 6 down through 9 holes. Clean scorecard so far, no bogeys. With the exception of the double he took on 8, Eagle McMahon would be right up there with him. He's 2 down. KJ and Ricky riding a little bit of a roller coaster. They're at even. So Paul Macbeth will lead us off, kick off the final 9 of this tournament. Paul here's going to opt for the low skipping hyzer. A little bit of a safer play. Here's a more traditional route by KJ, and he has executed that perfectly. Missed the 2 trees. Got way up the fairway. Here's Ricky, who looks to be a little bit deep off the tee. And he'll drop short. Roll out to the right side. That should give him some options for his shot to the green. And Eagle McMahon will be 4th to tee. His first time over into Europe. Playing very well. Only 18 years old out of Boulder, Colorado. He'll meet a similar fate to Ricky off the tee right there. And that is one of the sweeter forehands that I've ever seen. Beautiful upshot by Ricky. An Eagle playing the advantage of having a lie in front of that tree. Opting for the spike. And he'll have tester putt, but a pretty clear line to the basket. He's going to need more out of that. That is not a gimme by any means. Putter in. Few players better in the world than KJ Nybo at that shot right there. So we give you another peek into a new feature we're testing out on our videos. Everybody's been asking what the top pros are throwing. That's a D-line P2 hitting the chains for Eagle. And he'll at least temporarily tie Paul at 19 under par, take a share of the lead.
Get up.
And that'll last for at least one more hole. And he knows with Ricky to putt, dangerous from this distance. Navigates the slight elevation change deftly. And with KJ's tap in, Paul's going to be left out of the birdie party this early in the back nine. Hole card will gain a stroke on him. As we'll move on to hole 11. 19 under par from McMahon and Macbeth. One of the iconic players. One of the all-time greats, maybe the greatest of all time. Ken Climo there in that commercial. Miss seeing him tour. Doing a little less these days. We're on hole 11. KJ looking for that rare Annie skip or neg skip. Some of you may remember that about 2 years ago, this is the hole aced by KJ.
Get up, get up.
He was on TV all over the world after that shot. So they moved the pin this year. Tucked it to the right. Tempt some players like Ricky to throw the roller right there. Very tough to access this basket with the righty backhand. Lots of height control is required. You'll see Paul taking his destroyer, and he's going to opt for the forehand line. Makes you wonder why Ricky didn't go with a forehand there. So he's left with this. Paul threatening to take that stroke right back. And he gives it a good run, but not going to be quite enough as it stays out right. The young gun from Colorado will do very similarly. That's the thing about pretty much all of these guys, especially the veterans like a Macbeth, a Wasaki, and Naibo. You can't give them those opportunities to take that stroke. You have to pretty much count on the fact that they're going to hit those putts. On the other side of that coin, you can't let it get to you too much. Move on to the next hole. Going to go on to hole 12. Par 4, 630 feet. Very tricky right then left turn on this fairway. Height control so crucial. Paul got the right edge of that disc over a little too much. See what KJ can do. Very similarly here. Now Ricky will line up the forehand. Ha! Height control, he says. I got that in spades. He'll land looking straight into the mouth of what fairway he has left to navigate, and the Eagle's going to get a little slippery. Little local love for the first timer to Sweden. Paul going to try to lay down a very tough roller. And the margin for error on that shot is so slim. That's not a bad result, all things considered. KJ is going to have a similar look. Try to read off of Paul, going a little more aggressive. Cutting the corner of that tree, and it does not look like he's made it back onto the fairway. And the young gun from Colorado going to use the course twice in 2 throws. Use the course to play the course. That's what I always say. So Ricky's going to take his harp. Nice overstable putter. Lace that forehand shot. Paul gave it a nice attempt, but in a very quick turning of the tables scenario, Ricky is looking at taking that stroke right back from Paul. This will be a tough birdie for Eagle. Just off the top. Cleanups for par by the other 3 competitors, and Ricky will take that stroke right back on what is the second hardest hole. Only 8 other players in the entire MPO field besides Ricky birdied that hole today.
We've featured a number of great dynamic discs videos on Disc Golf Live, including the recent Mind of a Pro series. This time around, we've got a series of short vignettes examining the intersection of disc golf and real life. At least if you squish them together a bit. Very clever stuff.
Good morning, Chris.
Good morning.
I'm gonna need you to move this truck.
Why's that?
You're obviously out of bounds.
Well, I'm on the line, though.
Right, but the line itself is out of bounds, and you're touching the line. You're out of bounds.
But I'm on the line, so I'm clearly safe.
Hold on a second. Yeah, hi, good morning. We got an OB discrepancy in the parking lot. Can we get a ruling down here? Okay, thanks. All right, the marshal's on the way. We'll get it taken care of.
It's going to get taken care of. Yeah, no problem. You're going to be wrong.
You think so?
Yeah.
You're touching the line.
No,
I don't think so.
It's obviously.
It doesn't work that way.
He's one of the pioneers of online disc golf coverage, and we've been showcasing Juha Alkkiomäki's work for longer than just about anyone. But recently, Juha had to go underground. Here's the lowdown.
Tervetuloa kaikille ainakin Suomessa tiettävästi ensimmäinen Frisbee-golf-kisa, mikä järjestetään tämmöisessä luolassa tuossa 20 metriä maanpinnan alapuolella.
Alright guys, Ian and Alex, and we got some LCGM8 coverage. We have the 2016 Ideapark Open, which is under the Ideapark, Alex.
It looks pretty spectacular.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. Apparently it's an old mining area, as Juha was telling me. Some really interesting holes through tunnels. There actually is some elevation. It's a pretty unique event. Kind of cool.
I hope these guys brought their pures and buzzes.
Exactly.
There's a lot of tunnel shots.
Exactly. So there's 3 rounds of 9 holes, and Taro has a 1-stroke lead going to the last round, and he is leading off. On hole 1, it's a little bit downhill, and there's kind of like the basket's on this little platform, Alex.
Yeah. It's not actually an island green, but it is literally like on its own platform.
Yeah, exactly. Taro faded out too early. Looking at Pekka right here. Looks like, oh yeah,
Nice.
looks like he made it on there. Looks like that little backstop setup he played nicely. And Tommy, A little right. Looks like he stayed up top, though. And Sam Muley. We're calling him Sam. Oh,
Ooh.
Nasty kick.
Ding.
Yeah. And Marco with a sweet beard. That's also fading out too early. It's going to make for some interesting putting over there. Like, can they even see the basket?
I'm going to go with no.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Not a bad upshot / putt from Taro. And Sam doing the same. He should be able to card a par. And Tommy also pitching up onto the platform. This is so ridiculous. I love it.
I mean, what can you do?
Yeah, right. And Marco second. And Pekka has the only look for a legitimate birdie right here. Get a stroke on the card, I want to say.
There we go.
Yeah, way to do it. So Juha was telling me it was crazy humid down there.
Really?
Yeah, he had to keep wiping his camera lens off, and it jacked up his mic.
Huh.
Yeah.
I guess that makes sense, you know? Caves,
Underground.
basements.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. A little bit of standing water right there. You can kind of see. Looks moist. Mm-hmm. People love that word. Everybody dropping in pars right there. Pekka tied Taro for the lead now. And we're on to hole 2, which is a dogleg right, and then a dogleg right again. Kind of a pretty funny shaped hole.
This is quite the dogleg right.
Yeah, so he looks like what was that, Pekka lining up the forehand. That was a pretty solid shot right there. The basket's just out of the frame to the right around that corner. We got Taro right here, also going forehand. Alex, I wonder if like a backhand roller would work right here.
I don't know. The gravel that they're standing on looks really loose, though. Like, I don't know how well that holds. I would imagine they tried it. Right? Yeah, I wonder. Well, they didn't have any practice rounds, actually. Oh.
They just had to go out there and play. So this is the third time they played it, but it was all in a tournament setting. Looks like Sam kind of went a little low. And looking at Marco right here, throwing an Annie. Got pretty much pin high, love a putt. Looking at Sam for a 2. Gave it a good run. And Tommy.
Yeah, man, that's such a dogleg right. That's something, at that distance, I'd be comfortable forehanding a Firebird, but I'd also need, like, 200 feet of ceiling.
Yeah, exactly. To get that far right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Whoa.
Yeah, falling putt there.
I think it was outside, though, right?
Sure.
Yeah, definitely outside. And Pekka with the nicest drive. Gets back-to-back birdies right there. Getting another stroke. And that was Tommy dropping in a par along with Marco. And I think Taro and Pekka are tied at 5 down still after carding a couple birdies. And we're to hole 3, 295. It's dead straight with a little tiny left finish kind of around a corner. There is, if you go left too early, you go down the wrong hallway.
That's not good.
No, just kind of interesting. Pretty good looking forehand from Pekka. And that was a good kick, too. And this is Taro right here. Too much Annie on that forehand, though.
I wonder why they're going forehand on this line.
Yeah, it does seem like a backhand hole, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just what they're comfortable with.
Yeah, I guess so. Could be predominant forehand players. Looking at Sam's drive right here. That one, did he grip lock that one?
A bit.
Something.
He's playing the wall. That was
fortunately, there's a wall there. Fortunate for your throw, not for your disc. Oh. Hit the AC unit or something.
It's a grabby pipe.
It really was. Looking at Marco's second shot. Looks like I'll have a putt for 3. And so Tommy, I think, still has to get around the corner. Yeah. Bank shot. That'd be kind of cool if that went in.
I like the idea.
Yeah, pretty neat. And looking at Taro's second shot, pretty similar to Tommy, but results not similar. And Sam going forehand. Forehand roller might have worked there, too.
I feel like I'd come out of here with none of my plastic flying the same as I went in.
Yeah, it looks like it's beating it up pretty hard. Thrown into cement walls, basically, right?
Yeah.
It looks like.
Cement walls and metal piping.
Uh-huh. Taro misses his putt. Marco's going to try and save a par right here. Yeah, the metal piping is no joke. Good putt right there from Marco.
Very nice.
Also a good putt from Sam, saving his par. That was Tommy with a par. And, yeah.
These guys look like they practice putting during Finland's winter. That's some good putts.
Unless you're hardcore, that's pretty much all you can do, right? Pekka taking the lead after Taro carded a bogey. And we're on a hole 4, 85 meters, 279 feet. Dead straight, but this one is downhill, I believe. Yeah.
Man.
Yep. Pekka throwing the forehand. Oh, that's a pretty good shot, Alex. Whoa.
We're going uphill at the end, I think?
Yeah, I think you're right. It hit the ceiling, didn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely did that.
Yeah. Tommy throwing a hyzer flip. And that's pretty solid. No complaints. Sam finding the right hand side of the hall again. And I believe that one kicked left. Looking at Marco right here. Throwing a hyzer flip up the middle.
Over the tube.
Wow. That's the advanced maneuver right there.
Local route.
Exactly. Are there any locals? I guess these guys are probably all locals.
Yeah.
Not that they get to play it very often. Taro put too much ante on his forehand. And looking at Sam's second shot, also going forehand. That was a solid upshot.
Pretty.
Should be able to save us par. Looking at Taro's second. Got to get up and down for his par. Oh, no. Oh.
Safe.
Me out. Yeah, barely. Pekka for birdie. Looks to be about 45-50, though. Give it a go. And Marco, what a drive, Alex.
That was very nice.
Yeah, and followed it up with a nice putt. Tommy, even a little bit better. But not so much of the putt. It's an important part of the game, it turns out.
It is, you know?
Yep. Taro makes his par along with Sam and Pekka and Tommy. So, somebody got a stroke on the card right there. Right?
Yes?
Was it Marco?
It was Marco. Yeah, Marco had that one over the tube, made the putt.
Yeah, exactly. We are on to hole 5, 286. I believe this one's a little bit uphill. Oh, no, I lied. Downhill. Forehand roller. All right, I like it. I guess it kind of worked. So it has a little bit of a left finish, which makes sense for the forehand roller. Pekka's going ante, but that faded out early, but got a great kick off the wall.
Whoa, is that where Marco's disc ended up?
Yeah, he's right by the basket. Tremendous shot. And that was Pekka, I believe. Or not Pekka, sorry, that was Tommy. And another forehand roller there, Alex?
Well, not intentionally. It just happened to kick off the ceiling that way.
Yeah, I heard him call a shot. I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't even speak Finnish.
Damn it, you got me. Sam laying up for a par. Looks like Taro's going to do the same. All right, he's thinking about it. Wonder if he's going to run this. Oh, yeah.
Ooh. Good bid.
Almost got the fire extinguisher. Look at Tommy for a birdie. A little high. And Pekka coming back towards the basket for a birdie. Doing work, Alex.
Very nice.
And Taro makes his putt.
I can't believe his disc ended up rolling right there.
Yeah.
That was tremendous.
That's pretty incredible. Great shot. And looks like Pekka still has a lead by 2 now.
Lunch. Hey, can you go tell Jeremy it's here?
Sure. Hey, Jeremy, pizza's here. Yeah, give me 2 minutes. 2 minutes! 2 minutes!
Hey, can you hold on just a sec? Thanks.
2 minutes!
Okay, I'm back.
2 minutes!
Back to Sweden we go now, as the top card of players have 6 holes to play in regulation.
As Paul sits still 1 stroke above Wasaki and McMahon. KJ still trying to play a little bit of catch up. Moving on, back-to-back par 4s. Ricky's going to get caught up short. I'm a little bit surprised to know that this is playing as the 4th hardest hole on the course. I think this is one that a lot of the guys are... It is over 650 feet, but it is slightly downhill, so these guys are at least going to try to look at a throw-in. You want to get to a spot where you can at least challenge the basket with the putter. Maybe try to get that eagle. KJ's thrown a very nice shot right there. Got through all the trees. And just got caught up, it seems. And the hyzer forehand shot digs on the backside of the green right there. That's correct side of the basket to be on this green. Very nicely executed. Eagle goes big with the putter, maybe a little bit too much power. Didn't quite get it to fade back.
Should have went one more.
Paul, after a very hot start, cooling off a little bit, and Ricky seems to be catching his rhythm at the right time to challenge this. KJ's putting on a clinic with the putter today. Maybe not so much by hitting long putts, but his approach shots and his scrambling have really been fantastic. Ooh. I wish I could say I was surprised by Paul's attempt there, but it's Paul and Ricky show. I'm never surprised by what they can do with a disc. Good cleanup for par. Par from Paul. Ricky playing the par fours very well so far today. Four down through the 6 par fours so far for Ricky Wasaki. 3 down overall in the round. He has tied Paul at 20 under par. And hey, there's only 4 holes left to go, and if you know anything about this course, it doesn't get easier. This is a par 3 that you really want to get, especially with 16 being such a dangerous tee shot, and Ricky is peaking at the right time, just like we were talking about. KJ looking for a flex here. And he gets it. Looks to be about 3-4 feet inside the circle. That's a green hit.
Come on, go right.
Mr. McMahon says, this distance? Yeah, mid-range. Beautiful flight to that disc right there. And that's an important putt. Knowing that he cannot let Ricky take 3 in a row on him. McBeast mode activated. KJ splashes out weak side. With the other three guys taking their birdies on hole 15. Time to go a little bit into panic mode if you're KJ Nybo. Not full blown, you're going to need a little help, but being 5 back of the leader with 3 to play, you do still have hole 15. Excuse me, I'm using the numbers from the 2014. That is 14 and this is 15. To explain my confusion a little bit, they added a hole between what was 17 and 18. So where this is where the TV coverage started in 2014. This was hole 16. It's now 15. Big downhill, left to right fairway. And there's usually a headwind. As you can see, Eagle's disc quickly turns all the way over. I'm not sure if he was going for a roller there, but just couldn't feel the wind off of the tee. But landed flight plate down. This is where KJ's going to lean on his experience and just didn't quite capitalize on that tee shot like he needed to. And KJ, wow. Run it out, big fella, on hole 15. Like I said, maybe not by putting the putter, but by throwing the putter. KJ is showing everybody how it's done. Great forehand approach right there. And Eagle deciding to lay this one up. Calculated gamble. Oh, and that one sticks. Thank the wind for that one there, Paul. In calm conditions, that's splashing out right side every time. But there's no pictures on the scorecard. And Paul will grab that stroke. Pair of threes and a pair of twos. I hyped this hole up like it's difficult, and these guys played it at 2 under par, but albeit got to those scores in very different ways.
Whoa, got a big order going out today, huh?
I sure do.
Nice. Hey, Danny, what you working on?
Just a new website. It's looking pretty good.
Nice.
Finally got the baby to sleep.
Nice.
The winter nights in Finland get pretty long, I imagine. But even if it's dark outside, the subterranean glow of Ideapark can light the way towards spring. The Lecky Club has a November tournament scheduled. From what I can tell, my finish is a little rusty.
And we're at a hole 680 meters, 591 foot par 4. Looks like we're looking with a dogleg right, Alex, around this corner.
Yeah, and it is looking pretty tight down this tunnel.
Oh, they could pretty much just wall ride this thing, I want to say. Yeah.
Oh.
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 Those lights are pretty killer, you know?
It can't be nice to your disc either.
No. Oh, look at this shot. The Pekka? That was great.
Wow.
Wow. Made the corner. Impressive shot. Tommy, following that line beautifully. Oh, do it.
Wow.
Oh. I think it was like 10 feet from coasting around the corner. And Sam playing some mini golf right there. Didn't quite work out. Going for the bank shot. Oh, this is a beautiful drive. Is that Marco?
Also just a bit short. Oh, roll, baby.
Oh, there we go. Looking at Sam's second. Doing some walking. Oh, almost made the corner. Too crazy.
Well, this just confirms what my disc golf game needs is bumpers.
It's like bowling, right, with the bumpers?
Yep.
Yep. Love it. Marco, not loving it, though. Tommy looking to just get around the corner for another straight shot. Does that nicely. And Sam's third, also looking to just get around the corner. Can't really do much from where he was. And Marco stretching it out. Also his third, also trying to get around the corner. Got Annie lined up, though. Probably make a little more headway down that tunnel with that shot. Doesn't look happy, though, Alex.
No, I think he might have cut rolled.
I can see that. And that was Taro. Also throwing Annie around the corner. And Pekka with the nicest drive. Just kind of flicks it around and puts himself in the middle of the fairway at least. Yeah. Tommy's third.
Oh, man.
Played some pool right there. And Sam's fourth.
Oh. I think that disc is now in hell.
I think it's gone, man. Pretty good forehand up right there. Should be able to make that putt. Looking at Marco's fourth. Lining up a forehand. Annie, roller, something. Yeah. It's there. And that was Pekka. Yep. With a nice forehand up shot. Looking at Marco's fifth. Hoping to get up and down for a 6 on this tough par 4. Should be able to do that with that.
Good up.
Yeah. And look at Sam's fifth. Also looking to get up and down for a 6. Oh, no, he's running that. Should really make that. And Taro looking to save a par. Circle's edge. Not so much. Tommy also looking to save a par. That was a squeaker. And Pekka also looking for a par. Does so nicely. And that was Taro. Sam with a 6, along with Marco with a 6.
Tough hole.
That
man.
was a tough hole. Really tight tunnel the whole way with that dog leg, which really kind of makes you throw an extra stroke if you don't make it on your first shot. Brings us to hole 7, 40 meters, 131 feet, but island green, Alex?
Island green, and it's downhill with the low ceiling.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. So there's a drop zone just around the corner, or just short of the corner to the right, where they'll be putting from if they don't make the island green, which nobody's done yet.
Currently 0 for 2.
Yeah, we'll see if Taro can do it. Oh, not so much, Alex. Those rafters, man, they're catchy.
There we go.
Marco, but he needs to sit, and
no,
not so much.
Oh no.
I gotta think like a skip tomahawk over here. You know?
I would keep it too low, if anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cause you need something to get some air to get over the heat belt. Ooh, nice putt from Pekka.
Dang.
Yeah. Tommy looking to save his par, not so much. Save bounds, so barely. Taro for his par. Ooh, also barely staying in bounds. Marco. Oh no, Alex.
Oh no. He went OB long twice.
He did. Oh man.
That's rough.
He's got to do a drop zone again. Oh my goodness. Come on, Marco. Oh.
There we go.
That was a solid recovery, man. You do not want to be taking a 6 on a 150-foot hole. Probably don't want to take a 5 either, but it is what it is.
2 would have been nice.
Yeah, 2 would have been great, but we didn't see any. That was a tough hole for 150 feet. Taking us to hole 8, 331 feet, 101 meters, and this is a dogleg right. Again, it's at a tunnel. I believe this is one of the flatter shots, though. Looks like Pekka's got a forehand.
Get under.
That would have been a cool shot. Hey, who put that banner there? As if this fairway needed to be any smaller.
Looks like innovastore.net.
I think you might be onto something there. And Tommy threw an Annie, got over the thing. Sam, a little too high there. Looking at Taro throwing a forehand. That's looking good, Alex.
It's got that Avery Jenkins, like, pendulum forehand.
Uh-huh. It's all the rage these days.
It's so hot right now.
It is. Marco, nobody. That did crazy things, Alex. Did you see that? I don't know how that ended up where it did.
I want to play this course so badly.
That'd be really fun. Look at it, Sam. Probably incredibly infuriating too, though, at points.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was Pekka's forehand upshot. Looked pretty solid. Looking at Marco's second. Should be able to get up and down for a 3.
That's a good place to
be. Getting some late fade towards the basket. And looking at Tommy's second shot. Probably about 60 or 70. Giving a little half go here. Yeah, take a par. And Taro, the best drive, but still not that close. It's a really tough hole to park. And Sam looking to save his par.
Nice.
Make a putt.
There's some good putts at this
They
tournament.
really are, yeah. That winter putting is paying off. Good putt from Marco. Tommy also drops it in. Taro for his par, and this is Pekka for a par. Nice work there. Well, was that a
Not bad.
par frame action? I want to say.
I believe it was.
Yeah, and so we're on to the last hole, and Pekka has a pretty good lead, Alex. He's probably going to win unless he chokes incredibly hard.
This would have to be a very bad hole for him.
It would. If it was hole 7, I might be worried, but there's no island green on this one. Pekka lining up a backhand. Oh. Well.
Okay, playing the bumpers.
Playing the bumpers. He made decent headway down the fairway. And look at it. Tommy lining up an Annie, and it is just left of that water fountain. Oh, so I believe he...
Pretty.
Yeah. Nice shot. And Sam. See if he can make the corner. Not quite. And Taro, his drive. Apologies to all you people. I'm sure I butchered your names. Just throwing that out there. Disclaimer.
Yeah. It was not done with malice.
Yes. Oh. That'll play. And looking at Pekka's second. Trying to get around the corner. Should have a putt. Yep.
That must have been a gator.
It looked like it, right? You just got your circle stamp gator, didn't you?
Yeah. Feels good in the hand.
Nice, man. So Tommy went a little long right. Has an Annie putt. Gets it close for a par at least. And looking at Taro for a birdie look right here. I believe he's tied for second right now. And will probably stay tied. Marco for a birdie.
Man.
Yeah. Make a putt.
Yeah.
And Pekka for the win. At least 3 strokes, probably 4. Congrats to him. Nice work there, sir. Came back in the final round there. He was not winning going into this thing.
What a cool tournament.
Yeah, I would love to play this. Really cool idea. Some more of the gang. We'll be there next year, Alex. Let's do it. You down?
Dude, I'm so down.
So it looks like Pekka
Play
got
through a mine.
Yeah, man. Pekka got the win. Tommy and Taro tied for second, and a big old tie for 5th or 4th or whatever it was. But yeah, really cool tournament. Juha, thanks for having us on for commentary. And yeah, I guess we'll catch you guys around. Thanks for watching.
Adios, guys.
Hey, Temp, you finished that new hot stamp design?
Yeah, here it is. Check it out.
Nice. That's like a 980 rated design.
Here's this report you wanted me to work up.
I was really hoping for something with a little more content. I mean, this is barely a 900 rated report.
What? David gave you the same report and his was a 950.
Hey, did you see Clay's new car?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, it's that truck in the 3rd spot right there.
Wow, that is nice. That's like a 1,000 rated truck.
No, only because there's other good cars right there. That's an inflated rating.
3 holes remain in the European Masters Tournament as we return to the Disc Golf World Tour and SpinTV for the call.
The wire as always. Hole 16, a very treacherous hole, but one that has been birdied as much as it's been parred in this final round. Paul playing it safe. He's dodging that corner of OB. Curling in, and I should at least give him a look. It's a little hard to tell from that camera angle how far he is, but he should be looking at it.
KJ, big, wide, towering hyzer. Needs to get long, needs to carry.
KJ playing a nice safe hyzer.
Ricky animation. Nice laser low line right shot.
Ricky not happy with the result of that. This is where you start to wonder. It's hole 16. Ricky and Paul within 1 stroke. We've heard this song before. We've read this story. More often than not, Paul has come out with the win, but Ricky has been unstoppable this year. He's already beaten Paul down the stretch at Masters Cup. Battled him valiantly at European Open. And this is just round 3 of a heavyweight fight. These guys are going to battle all year long. KJ trying to get Lightning to strike twice. Here's Paul from just a little bit closer. Very similar look to what KJ just had. And I know Ricky's breathing a sigh of relief right there. He says, "You're still in range." 1 stroke with 2 to go. Well, shout out to Brian Graham there in the background, director of the PDGA. Made the trip over to see what all the fuss was about in Järva. He's in for a treat. Been treated to an excellent show by this lead card. Here's the new hole, hole 17. Very interesting decision. Definitely changes the dynamic of the last bit of this course. And this is pretty much a righty sidearm all day. Let's see who can do it better. Probably a little bit of course love for the defending European Masters champion. And that's not a bad attempt from KJ, just such a tough shot to do with the backhand. So precise to hit that gap. Precision required. Again, Ricky, the forehand. How often do we hold our breath collectively when Ricky goes for those forehands in these tight scenarios, but he made that one count. That's a big shot. I see Eagle struggling a little bit on this hole, and now he's going to need a little luck. As KJ and Eagles' dreams of winning this tournament are shrinking by the minute here at Järva. Paul would really love to have this one. bit disjointed, a little bit of a jab. Sends it flying past the basket. Eagle cans a nice one there. And that one he had to have. That was a pressure putt. Remembering what happened to Macbeth 2 years ago on the last hole. Craziest roller most of us have ever seen in our lives. He doesn't have the luxury of that kind of cushion today. 23 under par is the score. Co-leaders Ricky Wysocki and Paul Macbeth. And we're back on the final hole, the 54th hole. It all comes down to this on hole 18 of this disc golf park here just outside of Stockholm, Sweden. Paul Macbeth and Ricky Wysocki. Round 3, the heavyweight battle. Who's going to take it? Ricky Wysocki tees first after an important birdie on the 17th. And already he does not like it. That's heading towards those trees. With a little clip of the branch, and it's rolling. Oh my goodness, and it hits the tree. Stops short of that, out of bounds. Wow. Macbeth to answer. He's going to tickle a tree himself on the way and nestle on the side of the hill. KJ, who pretty much cannot take the win down at this point, but can still battle for some cash and the respect that he deserves as a veteran competitor who has a few years on these other guys, still playing at that level. And he just... Sometimes you look at that shot and you just think that's the story of KJ sometimes. He comes so close to capturing these big titles. You know he really wants this when the Americans come overseas and battle close to his home turf. What an amazing competitor. KJ lost his mom earlier this year. Huge outpouring of support and sympathy from the entire community. One of the true gentlemen of this game. Very happy to see him continually on the lead cards, continually pushing these younger players, and continually holding it down and just putting the sport on his back in his home country. See Eagle having a little trouble, limping into the corral a little bit. To wait and see the result of KJ's shot there, see how far that rolled. Ricky with the forehand on the last hole. Not this time, Paul. He has put the pressure on Macbeth. He's back against the wall. Paul Macbeth.
Come on, get left. Get left.
And the backside of this green, the amount that rolled away, that could make a big difference. With the tournament on the line, just those 5, 6, 7 feet. Make a huge difference. We see Eagle chipping up under the basket. Nice tap in to end his tournament. Solid showing. KJ as well. And it all comes down to this. How many times have we seen this man in this position? Just a little bit outside, and he is devastated. You can tell that is not how he envisioned that. He could replay that in his mind 10 times. And there is Ricky Wysocki continuing his reign of dominance on the sport this season, picking up his first major title, the first major of the 2016 season. And what can you say about this guy that hasn't already been said? His putting has been phenomenal. And the one thing that's been letting him down in these clutch moments, the forehand when he has to have it, you can't write it any better than that. A perfect forehand on a treacherous uphill par 4 green. Beautifully done, Ricky. Congratulations. You deserve every bit of the success this year you've had. And Paul McBeth finds himself in the unfamiliar position of coming up one short. It should be noted, Paul shot a bogey-free 10-down round, one stroke off the course record. What a fantastic battle we've seen all weekend here. Congratulations to all of these guys for making the lead card. Thank you to all of these guys for showing your talent, showing us what you do on the 4th stop in the Disc Golf World Tour. It's been amazing. I'm Jamie Thomas, and for the Disc Golf World Tour, for the whole crew, we'll see you guys at the USDGC.
Well, all right, it's time to negotiate our exit from the European disc golf scene. We'd agree to come back soon, though. Thanks to SpinTV, LCGM8, and Dynamic Discs for their contributions to Disc Golf Live, and thanks to the PDGA for supporting our broadcasts. Until next time, drive carefully.
Every hole. Keep marking every hole. Keep marking every hole.
Oh, that's it. That's it.